All right, guys, good morning. As this is part two of a three-part series of me covering the notice requirements for the new regulations for small businesses, or really all California employers in COVID-19. In the previous video, I covered SB 1159, which is primarily for workers' comp. AB 685 is a little bit more relevant to most businesses because generally there's a big notice requirement. If an employer receives notice of a potential exposure to COVID-19 by an employee, the employer must, within one business day, take the following actions. They have to send a written notice to all employees that were on the premises when the employee that tested positive was there. And it must be within one business day, and it has to be by text, um, uh, email, any of the normal ways that you communicate with your employees, and any way that you know reasonably that everyone will find out within one day. So, and it must be both in English and any other languages primarily spoken by the workforce. You must also include the information that's in the Cal OSHA Form 300. I can provide that as a sample. You can go on the Cal OSHA website. Under emergency regulations, they have a whole program as well as the log that you need to use to include. You must also, as an employer, to all employees who may have been exposed, any of the COVID-19 related benefits, which could be, workers' comp, COVID-19 related leave, which is the Coronavirus Act, which currently, since we're in the new year, has not been extended. Any company sick leave, any state mandated leave, any supplemental sick leave, if it's been negotiated, or anything that your business offers, as well as anti-retaliation and anti-discrimination employee protection notices need to be provided. We do provide those packages if you are interested, and we can provide that as well. And then the employee must also let them know the employees and what kind of disinfection and safety plan they're going to be implementing per the guidelines of the CDC. So this is pretty specific guidelines that need to be followed. So who's a qualifying individual? It has to be someone that's a lab tested confirmed case of COVID-19, or they have a diagnosis from a healthcare provider, or they have gotten a COVID-19 isolation order, meaning somebody in the family or someone that they've been in contact with, or someone that died because of COVID. And so in addition to the notice requirements, 685 requires employers to notify their local public health agency within 48 hours of the outbreak. Now note, the outbreak here is defined differently than what it was described in 1159. Here, an outbreak is defined as 3 lab confirmed cases within 2 weeks. A qualified individual, what you need to inform them is the occupation, the work site, as well as the business address, and if there's a work site code. And you must continue giving that notice until, as you get more cases, or if you get more cases.